Hello children, hi, it's Miss Arn again. I'm not here to say prayers with you today. I'm actually here to tell you a bedtime story. And the story I'm going to tell you is the story of Slinky Malinky. Can you see that this pussycat Slinky Malinky bears a striking resemblance to this pussycat down here? Can you see that? This is my pussycat, the horse. He is called the horse because he's ridiculously huge. You may have seen his mummy Biddy in the other videos that we've been doing for you. But today the horse has kindly offered to act as this pussycat here. He is going to star as Slinky Malinky in our story. So I hope you're all ready for bed in your pyjamas and all snuggled up and ready to listen. This is the story of Slinky Malinky by Linley Dodd. It's my favourite. Slinky Malinky was blacker than black. A stalking and lurking adventurous cat. He had bright yellow eyes, a warbling wail, and a kink at the end of his very long tail. And you might notice that the horse here also has a rather beautiful kink. So I actually think he secretly is Slinky Malinky. Let's see what he gets up to. He was cheeky and cheerful, friendly and fun. He'd chase after leaves and he'd roll in the sun. And I know you like to roll in the horse sun, and you're doing some very beautiful rolling now. Look at that. Very delicious. But, children, at night he was wicked and fiendish and sly. Through moonlight and shadow he'd prowl and he'd pry. Now you wouldn't believe it, but my Slinky Malinky here, my horse, does actually do a bit of prowling and prying. So I think you could be the real Slinky. He crept along fences, he leapt over walls, he poked into corners and sneaked into halls. What was he up to? At night, to be brief, children, Slinky Malinky turned into a thief. Are you a thief? Are you, Slinky? You don't look much like one now, but maybe you are at night time. All over town, from basket and bowl, he pilfered, he pillaged, he snitched and he stole. Slippers, like my slipper here, and sausages. Where are my sausages gone, children? They've disappeared. They are in here somewhere. Slippers and sausages, biscuits, balloons, brushes and bandages, pencils and spoons. Oh my goodness me. He pulled them, he dragged them, he heaved them until he'd carried them home to his house on the hill. Did you do that? Did you really? How very dreadful of you. And one rascally night between midnight and 4, Slinky Malinky stole more than before. Some pegs and a teddy bear like this one here, dressed up in lace. Did you really do this? And a gardening glove from McCafferty's place. Did you really do that? Did you, Slinky? How very dreadful. A tatty old sneaker and a smelly old sock. Ooh. And Jennifer Turkington's pottery smock. What, like my one? Oh, Slinky Puss, you dreadful cat. A squishy banana and some glue and a pen and even a cushion from Oliver Tulliver's den. Oh, Slinky, how could you? How could you possibly have done that? Yes, don't look at me like that, as if you're so innocent. A clock and some bottles. Bottles? How did you manage bottles, Slinky? A pair of blue jeans, my goodness, and a half-knitted jersey and a packet of beans. These are for the allotment. How could you? He pulled them, he dragged them, he heaved them until he'd carried them home to his house on the hill. Oh, it's all very well playing now. You're in trouble. You've been stealing. Then Slinky Malinky, Rapscallion Cat, piled them up high in a heap on the mat. Yes, you did, didn't you? You dreadful pussy. The glue toppled over and gummed up the pegs. The jersey unravelled and tangled his legs. He tripped on the bottles and slipped on the sock. He tipped over sideways and set off the clock. Oh, you dreadful naughty pussy. Crash went the bottles. Yes, they did. Beep, beep went the clock. Row, 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 row went the dogs on the block. On went the lights. Bang went the door. And out came the family. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, you. All because of you, you bad Slinky. Oh no, they all said. What a criminal cat. Tomorrow we'll have to take everything back. And with a tangled up middle and glue on his face, Slinky Malinky was deep in disgrace. You were, weren't you, you dreadful boy? Yes, you. That's you there, isn't it? Look at you, looking at yourself. Never again did he answer the call when moon shadows danced over garden and wall, when whispers of wickedness stirred in his head. He adjusted his whiskers, didn't you? And stayed home instead. I hope you enjoyed that story. I think that my Slinky Malinky enjoyed that story. In fact, he had quite a lovely time, and he still is right now. I hope you have a lovely sleep, children. And don't dream of naughty pussycats. Dream of lovely pussycats. Good night now. Sleep well. And you should be going to bed as well, Horace. You've been dreadful. Bye.